Playing the last game for our seniors in the stadium, pretty special. Obviously, I thought we played hard. I thought that our mentality was what we looked for. We just didn't execute in some areas, and that's something that, we've got to do a better job coaching, and that falls on us first. And the first drive of the game on their touchdown ticked me off, but I know better because of getting the triple option and what it does as far as your timing. And they broke the one on the influence trap, and it was literally the timing and the speed that the game's played with. So from that point on, I thought defensively did a nice job. Offensively, we really never got anything going, and when we did, we had some penalties. And again, we've talked about that. That's a lack of discipline, and it's something that we will continue to coach and put ourselves in better positions to be successful that way. We got to execute better offensively, obviously, and we just got, it's disappointing for the seniors that played their last game at home.
Reaction to the bowl announcement?
Excited. I haven't been to Hawaii in a while, and the only times I've been is for football games. So why not keep the streak going? So no, we're excited about it. We're, our team, we just texted out to them so that they would have an idea what's going on. And so, playing Middle Tennessee State, they're a good football team. Offensively, they're going to play with some tempo and a little bit of Mike Leach in there with the air raid. So from that standpoint, that's really all I know on them right now. But we'll be excited, and we're going to, prepare ourselves to play our best.
For a regular season game, it's fly in, go to the hotel, go to the game, fly out.
Yeah.
How do you balance game preparation this time around with having a good time and being?
Well, I've been to enough bowls to understand, the procedure and the preparation and how you want to do things, how you want to execute things. And it's different, obviously. It is a reward for the kids for what they've done, the players, and how they've worked all year. So I think from that standpoint, we're going to, make sure that there's enough that they can enjoy, and also getting ready to win a football game.
You spend Christmas Day there, and how early do you go in, and what are the kids going to get to spend Christmas doing? Because you play Christmas Eve, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
When are you going in, and will they spend Christmas Day there, or are you going to come right back?
We'll come right back. We'll come right back that night. We will. I'm trying to think, Axel. We'll be there about 6 days before. I think that's what it is. Jamie, is that about right? Yeah, I think it's 6 days before. Starting those calendars now, putting everything together.
Does knowing your bowl assignment now this early change what you guys do this week compared to what you planned?
No, not really. It's about right. We need to heal up a little bit. We need to rest up a little bit. So what we'll do, and what Coach Hall will do with them from a running standpoint, obviously we'll make sure that we're not killing them, in what we're doing, and then the weight room. And then next week, early, I would think, we'll start doing some things football related with some practice.
How much do you use these practices as like a pre-spring for younger guys to get development, and how much of it's preparing for the opponent?
No, I think you can do a little bit of both, obviously. We'll have some vet days, what we call them, for the veterans, and we'll do a lot of inside drill, a lot of things physically with the younger guys and the guys who haven't played to get them, really, like you said, ready for spring to some degree, but also at the same time, we've got to do a good job of how the game plan will fit in.
The Air Force defense, was that the fastest, quickest, most aggressive you think you've seen in a bunch of years?
Yeah, you know, it was, it's funny you asked that because I just got done looking at the film, and that's one of the better defenses they've had. And they really, you know, I don't think we undersell anybody, but they were a little better than I thought, personally, than I saw on film. But they were fast. And, you know, talking to Troy afterwards, you know, he felt the same way as their defense may be the best defense they've had. And I thought they were pretty good last year. I mean, they had a couple defensive linemen last year that I thought were pretty daggone good.
Did your offensive line take a step back?
I don't know if it's a step back. Obviously, we wish we would have played better. We executed better. You know, the part I don't like is, and you can call it step back, is the discipline. You know, when you don't follow through and you know, the false starts. It drives me crazy. You know, it drives me crazy. Keyshawn had a, you know, an offsides penalty. You know, that drives me crazy too.
How important is Hawaii from a recruiting perspective for your program?
Well, we've got, I think 4 or 5 guys, you know, from the islands, and I think that's important. I think, you know, going there and, you know, having the opportunity to engage with some of the high school coaches and those kind of things, I think is really beneficial.
But you have someone that's an area that's recruited, like there's someone.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah. Sdsu, Coach Sdsu, he recruits over there. His family's over there, so it works out pretty well.
But then the timing of it allows, so when a team is on a bowl trip, that allows for some level of recruiting or outreach?
We won't be able to, besides of where we practice, and I don't know exactly where that's at yet, where we practice, that high school we're allowed to go to. There is a dead period that starts again.
Gotcha.
So.
What did you think when you look back at Jalen on film, Jalen Maiden, against Air Force? What were your takeaways?
Well, I think the first thing is, and we were talking about their defense, they, and you've watched Jalen enough, he when he's going to get out of the pocket, right, usually he's going to go this way, throwing hand, right? Well, they did a really good job of how they pushed the pocket and then how they took away his throwing hand. We call it bow when we do it, and we've done it to Cordero and those guys who can really run. But they took that away, and then I think he pressed a little bit. You know, I haven't had a conversation. We're meeting at 2, but and they were off yesterday, and he was help recruiting yesterday. So I think he pressed a little bit too much. And again, it's just not the quarterback. It's we got to protect better. Got to run better routes. You know, it's all part of that. So, you know, it's something that he'll learn from. I know that, and he'll do a good job with it.
Will some of the assistants take this week to get out and recruit? How will that go?
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of that. Yeah, you know, we're also having meetings with guys and, you know, just starting to break down Middle Tennessee also.
Any more clarity yet on guys who might be returning that you didn't know?
Not yet. By the end of the week, I'll know more.
If any guys decide they want to go in the portal, would that make them ineligible for you guys to
Yeah.
come over?
Yeah, we got a pretty good thing here. So if you don't want to be involved, don't be involved.
In the portal, will you look for a quarterback?
No. Nope.
What is the timeline on Kyle Crum? Will he be in spring football coming off the collarbone surgery?
No, he'll be earlier. You know, he's it's a good question, Hacksaw. He's been doing a lot. You know, he's throwing the ball. He's going through Skelly. He's doing much quicker than I thought he would be. You know, so I think Crum and Liu, I think both of those guys, you know, will provide great competition.
How would you see the quarterbacks line up behind Maiden for the bowl game?
Oh, I would say probably Liu, him and Brax, you know, they'll split reps still.